Good morning. Welcome back to the 20 hour. My name is Royce, aka Op. This is my brother Ronnie,
AKA Ani.
Ani and Op.
What is up?
What is up?
What I feel so maybe I could
There you
oh,
go.
there you go. Hey, how you doing? What's up? So
That's the
let's start off with dumbass one here. The reason why we're late this morning, because whatever you do let me give you a tip. When you do a Phillips screwdriver or screwdriver, when you hold it with the other hand, try not to stab yourself with the other hand. Yep. How you feel?
Yep.
Does it hurt?
Yeah, it hurts like a son of a bitch.
Yeah, no
fucking,
shit.
it's weird but it's weird that these fingers hurt and it's way over here.
Yeah.
And these fingers hurt.
Can you still flip people off?
Yeah. That's this
Oh,
one.
that
This
hurt.
one right here, man. Right there.
That's what
Right
you
there.
got. Fuck.
Ooh, shit.
Yeah. Dumbass.
Yeah. God damn
Seriously.
it. But yep, we're good.
Yay.
Show must go on. You know.
Show must go on. Yeah.
Rub some dirt on it. That's what Gen X does. Just
How was your week?
Week was good. I had my first. I was out on the road. I was in Rawlins, Wyoming. It snowed like a son of a bitch. It was cold, but with this new job, I get to sit in the truck and watch people. So I kind of like the job. Yeah. So my feet were getting a little warm in the truck. I had to turn the heater off while I watched a bunch of people dig a hole. That's pretty much what I did. Yeah, dug a hole and moved around.
And you get paid for it.
And I get paid for it.
Damn.
So yeah, it's a little
only in America.
little bit
Only
easy,
in America.
A little bit easier than high railing up in a mountain territory and climbing poles and sitting in snow up to your crotch all day long. So it was easier on the old body. So
my week went with another 3-hour interview. Great interview. And they ghosted me.
And they ghosted you again.
They ghosted me again. We have to hire someone by Friday. We will let you know by Friday.
Never heard
from them.
So you're going. So now where you're going?
So I'm doing option B. I start my new job tomorrow. I will be doing, I won't say the company, but I will be making deliveries for Christmas holiday.
Yeah. Got to do what you got to do.
Got to do what you got to do. Need insurance. This old body is not making it. We all need insurance.
Yep.
A little bit of pay. Plus, I want to get off of unemployment.
Yeah.
Unemployment was hard. I worked 1 day a week, and it's usually on a Sunday, and it's usually at 8:00 in the morning when I'm filing for it.
The spirit's rough. Yeah.
Yep.
So I ran into Nick at the gym. Remember Nick? He worked out at your gym.
Yeah.
He still hasn't had a job.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's working part-time at a gym in Boulder so he can keep working out. So he's got a job at the gym in some local gym in Boulder. So he's in the same boat.
But he can still afford the bougie gym that you go to.
No, he puts that on. He puts that on. Puts it on freeze. I think it's like $5 a month, or maybe he talks.
Oh, okay.
Last time I put it on freeze, when I had back surgery, they said, well, it's $20 a month. I'm like, well, I'll cancel. Oh no, we'll go ahead and just give it to you for free. Freeze. I'm like, I'm not paying you to freeze my account. I could just cancel and then re-up later. So I
don't know if it's the situation I'm in, because everybody, and I kind of say this, and I don't mean to say this, but they're young women that are out there. I don't know if they just don't want me there taking their job because I have more experience. But again, it's not just me. My neighbor is an IT geek, and he was a manager, and he says the same thing. Half the time they don't call you back. They tell you they're going to call you back. I tell you something, they never reach out and call you back.
Why does it have to be young women? I don't get that comment.
It's because everybody interviewed that goes to me are all women.
Well, the one guy that walked you out wasn't a woman.
The
old man put his arm around you and say, "Hey, have a nice day," and
have a nice day.
Fucking patted you on the ass.
After the fourth interview, and the fourth interview was promised lunch and hell. But I don't know. It's it is what it is. It's I've worked for some very good women in my past. I have nothing against how hard they work and what they do, but it's when they look at my resume, all the time I've been a director, and I can even back them up in administration, and it's just like after 3 hours, this one actually wanted me to do an interview and wanted me to fill out the CBI so I could get a background check. I said, "Oh, this is great." Nope, nothing. Ghosted.
I don't think it's the woman thing. I think you're kind of reaching on that one, but okay.
You think I'm reaching? Maybe it's okay. Maybe
so you think age? So you think you think that women are racist against you?
I didn't say they're racist against me. I thought they just a little nervous because because I am more qualified than they are. I guess that is racist.
I mean, obviously, you're not more qualified because they have the job and you don't.
Yeah,
So
it must be. Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Anyways,
all right.
Anyways, it is what it is. It is what it is.
It is.
I apologize. There are some great women out there I used to work for, and I enjoyed working for them because they're very good, powerful women. So don't take that away that you guys are all going to think about that. So, anyways, in the sports news, LA Dodgers. I wish it was a sweep though, but you know.
The worst part about it, here's what happened. Here's what happened to me. I'm in a hotel room. I watched the first game, which was game 4. Right? Game 4 and 5 were there.
Yep.
No, so game 4, I'm watching it.
Actually, game 3, 4, 5 were there.
Yeah.
They won game 4.
So I'm watching it, and it was 5-0. Turned it off. I'm like, okay, I'll see you in LA. That's all I can think of. I'll see you in LA. I had some computer work to do, so I'm on the computer and I'm watching whatever was on TV, and I'm just not paying attention. I'm finishing up my paperwork, and I get a ESPN alert that the Dodgers tied 5-5 in the 5th inning. I'm like, what the fuck? So I turned it on, and then of course I go to bed at 9, and I was glued to the TV. I missed the whole 5th inning, so I had to go back get on and stream it and find out that Judge missed the catch, and it started everything. But man, what a game! I mean, seriously, what a game!
What's interesting is the only inning I did watch
was the 5th inning.
Yeah, I was watching. I forgot if it was a Monday night. I forgot what it was, but we were watching the football, and I said, let's switch it over to the baseball, and it was 5-0, and they were already bases. They had the run around. They already did the error. Maybe let's put that back. The 2 errors have already happened. One by Judge and then one by the rookie shortstop. They were already happened.
All right.
And it was 5-0. The next thing I know, base hit, and then the cluster fuck from the pitcher and what's his face, the first baseman, which was the pitcher's fault. You can't blame first baseman. He didn't run. After that, it was like 5-0. And then I went to bed, and of course I woke up as my elderly age has to do. I had to go urinate, so I went to check the box scores at midnight and noticed that not only the Dodgers won, but the Yankees actually went up for 6-5, and then the Dodgers ended up winning 7-6. So happy for the Dodgers. We're both from California. We
love the Dodgers.
We grew up Dodgers fans. I know we're from Colorado. Both of us has had season tickets for the Rockies, but we're true blue Dodgers fans. So I'm happy for the Dodgers. Next year, it's just going to get any better. I mean, Ohtani's going to be pitching, and Kershaw said I don't know what Kershaw did. We're Dodgers fans, but we didn't really keep. I watched them at the end, before they got in there. But Kershaw is going to try one more year. But I think he's been with, 18 years. But fuck, it was a great game. I wish they would have won it in LA.
Yeah, me too.
So that would have
been too. Fun. But it was kind of cool. It's kind of cool that they had the Dodger Stadium was full, so they spanned out to the Dodger Stadium when they ran.
And it's cool. And just like LA, they do LA. Let's burn down buildings.
Oh, I don't. That part
I don't get. Let's steal.
The Dodgers won. I'm going to steal the TV.
We're gonna steal. It's our right to go in and steal people's livelihoods and buildings and locks. And they burnt down a bus and tipped over cars. It's like I don't get it.
It's a younger generation that never lived. I mean, they didn't spend the last 30 years being Dodger fans or 40 years being Dodgers fans. So
they just use an excuse to loot and steal property. That's what they do.
Yep.
And I hate to say that's not LA, but just to let you know, when Colorado won Super Bowls and won,
we didn't have any looting.
Nuggets won and the Avs won. We didn't have that out here in Colorado, so we might now. The only reason why is because all the California people live out here in Colorado.
So. That might be a thing. That might be a thing.
That might be a thing. So good for LA. Baseball was, and the great part about this whole thing was the weather. Yeah. I mean, it was a heat wave, so it was nice to go to New York, and it was a little bit cold, but it wasn't like snowing or anything. And of course, LA is 72 degrees probably, but it was nice that we had a heat wave going on at the same time. Honestly, I think baseball just keep pushing it back. It's like we're going to be playing around Christmas time if they keep,
Hey, what about the dumbass that friggin' grabbed the guy's mitt?
Well, here's the problem I have. So here's the problem. No, nobody would have got in trouble if he would have went for the ball, because you're right. If it was on that side of the wall, they have the right for the ball. Well, go for the ball. They didn't even go for the ball. They waited for him to catch it. Then he grabs the mitt, yanks on the mitt while his partner sitting next to him grabs Mookie Betts' other hand, pulls on that one, and tries to get. It's like, and then Eddie's a season ticket holder, and he got banned. He got thrown.
He got banned for one game.
No. My understanding is he got banned.
Oh, I didn't hear that.
Yeah, but
I heard they banned him for the next game, and that was it. So I don't know if they further did anything, because I would have banned him for life.
Oh, I heard they banned him for life. They actually have a camera system with his picture on it. So if it sees him in the Yankee Stadium, they'll find him and throw him out. The good thing about the whole thing is they gave his ticket to somebody that was with the cancer diagnosis, so that was a good cause for it, but stuff like that. But seriously, now granted, if they would have called the play safe and not called him out, they would have gave him a parade.
Yeah,
shit. Because that goes back to that little kid.
I mean, I get it's the East Coast kind of mentality, because I understand all that. Because I mean, being the wife,
Dodger fan would have done the same thing. So
I don't think so. But I mean, look at what happened in Chicago. That one guy grabbed that foul ball. Man, he had death threats.
He was a dumbass, but yeah.
This guy actually held onto his arm as he's fucking hanging there.
Yeah,
and he could have hurt him, and he should have been banned.
And the other guy grabbed his hand, the other hand.
Yeah, you can't
you can't do that.
You can't touch the player.
If he would have just went for the ball and knocked it out or knocked it away or like that, nothing would have happened, because it was just a fan.
Yeah,
fans have the right to do that. That was like, and I'm drawing a blank on when this happened. That's when that kid reached over and caught that home run over the fence. And they gave him a ticket. They brought him back, gave him better seats and all that kind of stuff. But, so it was an interesting thing, but it was like the fan deserves to be kicked out. And again, it's not the Yankees. That's it. You just pick it on the Yankee fan. The Dodgers fan probably would have done the same thing.
I don't think so. I think it's more of an East Coast. West Coast knows better. But I mean, if they got banned, that's what they should have done. I mean, people are saying, "No, just ban them for the next game, for the next playoff game." It's like you shouldn't.
I heard he got banned for the whole thing. So.
Yeah, but you can't touch the.
Speaking about fans, let's turn this around. Let's talk about what happened to Jason Kelce yesterday.
Oh, I know.
I mean, here McAfee invites him over because there was on their show, there was a big war about kickers. They said, well, why don't you come and kick? They donated $100,000 for that game day kick. And the difference between, and I'll call it the adult football and the kiddie, he can walk down the street and do tailgates at NFL football. But for some strange reason, these kids, and it's this one, I'm going to call him a kid, did it on purpose. I mean, they followed him around on a camera. They trying to calling people names, homophobic things, blah, blah, blah. And all this just to get a reaction out of Jason Kelce. Personally, I am the kid's lucky. That's all what happened was his phone, because really I would have turned around and knocked the shit out.
Yeah, and there was a video of him getting pushed down. The kid knocked him down.
Nobody's talking about the second video that came out where the kid walked up and pushed Jason down when he was picking up the phone. It's like there's another. I would have turned around. I give Jason Kelce credit, because really you're 2 times bigger than this kid. And really, one punch would have probably ruined his career.
Yeah.
Who knows if it is now, because there's no backlash or anything like that. But again, I'm going to say this, and I'm going to piss everybody off, but the Gen Z, all that was about was to get a reaction on his TikTok channel.
That's what it looked like.
He sat there, and the way it was laid out, the guy sat there, followed him with his camera out, trying to get a reaction so he could probably get more followers on his TikTok. And I'm sure he was probably waiting to get smacked, which he should have. But I give Chase it. But that's all the kid's fault.
That's all on the kid.
We're the same way.
He's lucky. He's lucky that he didn't get hurt.
Seriously. Oh God, yeah.
Because it probably been in. He would probably sue Jason Kelce, and then Jason Kelce probably would have lost his job on ESPN or whatever he's on. But
who knows?
Come on. I give Jason Kelce credit for freaking just retaining himself. I mean,
stupid shit.
Yeah.
All that,
but you can tell that kid had his hat down, he had glasses on, he had a hoodie on, and you could tell he followed him all the way down and saying all that shit to him just to get a reaction. And that's exactly what I think it was too. I think it was either get punched, to get sued, or get some kind of reaction from him to get TikToks, to get following. Because
I'm gonna say it's that first, because
I mean, are you that idiot where you're just gonna follow this man, which it was probably him and his brother are probably real popular right now. They're on every channel. They just signed a big $1 million contract. Jason is now on what, Monday Night Football?
Yep.
I think on Fox. I think I can't remember.
No, it's ESPN.
Is it
He's on
ESPN?
ESPN, yeah. He's on.
So I mean,
and,
so this kid followed him. I don't want to piss anybody off too, but he did this on purpose to get a reaction, and that's my opinion.
Yeah.
There's no way that some kids just gonna jump up there.
He did get so he get views and followers on his TikTok or Instagram or whatever it was on, because you could tell the way he turned around and grabbed the phone.
Yeah.
He was just trying to antagonize them just to get a reaction, to get something.
Yeah.
That's bullshit.
And now the kid doesn't have a phone. So
I wouldn't be surprised if Jason forks out the money for a new phone, but because that's just the way Jason Kelce is. But the problem is the kid deserves. You're lucky the kid didn't kick his ass.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I'm amazed on how bad it was. So
and then you push him down. You physically push Kelce down.
Yeah, pushed him down. I'm surprised he didn't kick his ass.
I'm surprised he didn't get arrested. I mean, that's assault.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. I mean, it's all over TikTok. It's all over, all the social medias and stuff like that. You get different.
Come on, people.
You get people that are on the kids' side. You get people that are on the Kelce side.
I haven't heard anybody on the kids' side.
Oh yeah, there's a couple of people think that it was that what Jason did wasn't the right thing. He's the adult. Again, you're over 21 years old. If you're 18 and serve this great country of ours, you're a fucking adult.
Yeah.
Act like a fucking adult.
Yeah.
Don't sit there and think you're not an adult. But again, it was antagonizing.
Oh, see, all the videos I heard, it was all this kid.
Oh no, there's some people.
And the kid should be arrested. Yeah. Jason Kelce should follow charges against him because he assaulted him.
They must have fucked up his phone because he haven't heard from the kid yet.
Yeah, because I
would love to see that video.
It's assault.
Video of him grabbing the phone and hitting the ground.
It's assault. I mean, he hit Jason Kelce and knocked him to his knee. It's an assault.
It's sad. These fucking dumbasses.
It's like, what the fuck are people even doing?
These damn Gen Z people. All they want is followers. Of course, we want followers too, but we do it the nice way.
Yeah. But I'm telling you, it's I don't understand. I don't get it.
I don't get the homophobic remarks just because you're dating Taylor Swift. That just tells you that he was just trying to get a reaction out of you.
That's all it was.
Yeah. Fucker.
Fucking kid.
Fucking dumbass.
God damn it.
Oh shit. And the Broncos play in 35 minutes, 37 minutes. They play the Ravens. Going to be a good game.
Should be a good game.
I hear Lamar is hurting, but I tell you one thing.
What's wrong with Lamar?
His knees and his back. He didn't practice the first two, but again, Lamar Jackson, just 3/4, a half of Lamar Jackson is probably better than half of the quarterbacks in this league.
Oh yeah,
I mean, he's just that talented. So you're gonna have a good defense against a good offense, and an average offense against an average defense.
Yeah.
Ours, because we're ranked number 3, so it'd be nice to see, and it's going to be a test for the Broncos.
Oh yeah.
I mean, the Broncos have never played a quarterback at this, and let's not get Derrick Henry. I mean, holy crap! 200 and whatever pound he is, putting his head down, knocking people over.
Yeah. Again, we played Derrick Henry before, and we stopped him. We stuffed him a couple times when he was on
defense. But I mean, it's going to be an exciting game. I hope if the Broncos are going to lose, which I hope they don't, I hope they keep it close. I hope it ain't going to be a blowout, and I hope that Peyton lets Bo Nix open up the offense a little bit, because they're cornerbacks, and they're worse. They're 32nd in the league in pass defense.
Right.
I think that would be last.
Yeah.
So
we are?
No. The
Ravens.
The Ravens are 32nd in that. Yeah. We're number 3 in defense.
Yeah.
So
that's what I thought.
Get over VJ, and the sad part about we're going to lose VJ because he wants to try to coach again. I wish he would stay.
I don't think he does. I think he'll stay.
He does. They had an interview with him. They said he would like to try it again. So
it depends on which team. It's got to be. Oh, but it's not like
the Jets or
the Cowboys. The Cowboys, because everybody wants to work with Jerry.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Jerry's going to have a problem finding somebody if they. I think that's the reason why they probably haven't gotten rid of their head coach now, because I don't think anybody wants to work with Jerry.
No.
So, anyways.
Yeah. But I mean, they have tours that go in the locker room after the game. They bring people in. It's not even a private locker room.
No, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and people complain. People went to, like, I think one guy went to Texas and he was interviewed. He says it's nice to have a private locker room with your boys. I mean, you're in there getting dressed. You got people coming through, families that want
Yeah.
to talk to you as you're getting your freaking skivvies on and shit. Because
Yeah.
they paid for
A tour.
a tour while
Yeah.
while the players are there.
Yeah.
That's fucking idiotic.
But Broncos going to be a good game. I hope next week when we talk that they got a W. I think it's going to be a pretty good game. It's going to be a tough game. A lot of people in this league are 5-3, just like us. So
Yeah.
the Ravens are 5-3. They lost their first 2 games, just like we lost our first 2 games. They're 4 out of 5 in the last, games. They lost last week against Cleveland. Don't fucking know how they lost last week against Cleveland.
Well, they're going to come out after that.
That's what I'm saying. Jameson Winston is an okay quarterback. He's not the best. He's not the number 1 overall pick. Like I think he picked number 1 all, but they beat him. So it's again.
I would have took Jameis Winston when we needed him.
Well, yeah,
I think he's a good quarterback.
But the only problem with Jameis Winston, he throws interceptions. So you got if you're okay with him throwing 2 or 3 interceptions.
Well, how many interceptions did he have last game?
I think 2. I think he threw 2 interceptions,
and they still won.
That's what I'm saying. If you're okay with him throwing the interceptions, So, but yeah, it's again, it's we'll see. I'm hopefully that they come in and they kick some ass or at least be a close game. I think we win by 3. If I had to take a guess, 24-21.
All I know is the over under for games for the Bronco was 5.5. I went over. So if
they win money on that one,
I think I win a $200 bill. Or $200 or
$200 bill,
two $100 bills. So
that $200 bill is going to cost you a lot of money in a couple of years.
So yeah,
who knew?
I put money at the beginning of the year for the over because they said 5.5.
5.5. You haven't won anything yet.
If they win.
Oh, if they win, okay.
If they win today, it's over 5.5, and I picked over.
If they win today, you're right. Yeah, 5.5. Yeah.
So and I did something for Javonte Williams. I got to look at it because I think it was a yardage. I did that in the beginning of the year too. I don't know if
I stopped gambling. I get all the way up until the very last one of my parlay, and I lose by like 5 yards.
Yeah.
So
I always win my money back. It seems like I've been.
I think I'm down about $100 for the 2 years I started doing this.
Yeah. I mean,
it's not in my forte to gamble. Like I said, when I go and gamble in casinos, which is very rarely I do that, the only money that pays out is the ATM.
Yeah,
I still got to, and it doesn't pay up because I still got to pay $350 to use the damn thing.
No, I use DraftKings, so I think it's better than the FanDuel, but I mean, it seems like I start up with about $60-$70 and then I bet, and the next week I'm back up to $60-$70. So I just keep going up and down, up and down. Yeah. I don't win, I don't lose, but I learned my lesson. I don't do the $25-$30 bets anymore.
I do 5. I tried doing the boost. And then I don't get.
I don't know if I do the boost. It never really did anything for me.
Yeah, no.
I
did the boost. I'm going, you got to bet 5 out of 4. It's like only bet 4. So obviously it didn't work for me.
I mean, there's a couple parlays in there, but I do like all the 11 o'clock games, all the 2 o'clock games, and I'll split them because sometimes the 8 or 9 game parlay is a little too much. So I try and keep it around 4 or 5 game parlays. But and actually I gotta. As soon as I get off here, I got to throw my parlays in there because I haven't bet yet. So,
and then last we have for a few. I think what do we have left? We got about 6. We got about 8 minutes like that. So I want to read this weird story. So this is I'm gonna call this the Gen Z.
God, man, you're just hating on Gen Zs, aren't
Gen Zs. I'm picking on Gen Zs.
You always pick on Gen Zs. We get nasty comments because you pick on Gen Zs.
I know. Because I've worked with them, so that's probably why.
Oh, okay.
So Gen Z in South Wales was taking a picture with their cell phone and dropped it. So instead of walking in the mountains and the rocks, so instead of dropping, it says here that she dropped her phone in a 3-meter crevice between 2 boulders. Reports instead of waving goodbye to her and heading out to the Mondo, Campbell tried, which is her last name, retrieved the device that when she slipped and she fell, so she hung upside down for 7 hours trying to get her phone until somebody could come out and rescue her because she slipped and fell and got her hand cut or her foot caught in the same crevice her phone was at. So 2 things that come to mind here. One, she was probably in the middle of a TikTok video and dropped her phone and wanted to finish it. Or how great would this video be? A TikTok. I'm sure all her friends as she hung out there for 7 hours. I guarantee they asked her to do a TikTok video as she's dancing, hanging upside down, waiting for rescues. You know.
So
Yeah.
wait. So she dropped the phone.
Instead of walking away from the phone, knowing it's a total loss, she reached for it, slipped and fell, got her foot caught in the same crevice that she lost her phone in, and they couldn't get her out. So she hung upside down for 7 hours until the emergency.
You can't hang upside down for 7 hours.
Right? 7 hours.
I mean, wouldn't the blood rush to your head and kill you after 7 hours?
It says that Campbell tried to retrieve her phone. She slipped upside down into the gap and hung there for 7 hours as her friends and emergency workers tried to free her. The team navigated Campbell through a tight S bend. In my 10 years of doing this, I've never seen this for 10 hours. Seriously, how much you want to bet that they told, hey, let's do a TikTok video hanging upside down?
I want to see the TikTok video.
I know shit, right?
Can we look up her name and see if there's
we should look up her name and see if there was a TikTok video of her, you know.
Alexa, how long can you hang upside down?
Humans can typically hang upside down for a few minutes, although experienced trapeze artists can do it for much longer. Hanging upside down for extended periods of time can cause discomfort in the shoulders and back, as well as numbness in the arms and legs. It is also dangerous and can result in loss of consciousness or even death.
Yeah, she must be an expert trapezist.
Yeah. She must do some bending.
Yeah. That TikTok video she was doing upside down must have helped her a lot. Must have kept the blood flowing.
I'd like to look her up. I mean,
no, that's what it says. It says the gap and hung there for 7 hours as her friends and emergency workers tried to free her.
Well, so here's the problem I have. No, here's the problem I have. Let me say.
Okay.
So if the phone fell, how far did the phone fall?
I don't know. It doesn't say that. It just says it dropped. It says her phone into a 3-meter crevice between two boulders.
Oh, it's okay. So
instead of waving goodbye and heading to the mobile store, her last name is Campbell, tried to retrieve the device. Then when she slipped upside down into the gap, then hung there for 7 hours.
Well, how old is she? How do we know she's Gen Z?
I'm just taking a guess.
Yeah.
I said Campbell. Wait. Campbell in her early 20s.
Oh, okay. Is that Gen Z?
Escaped with her only minor scratches and bruises. Her phone was gone. That's what the last thing it says on it. So 7 hours.
Oh, they never retrieved the phone?
No.
Son of a bitch.
No shit.
If you're gonna sit there, if you're gonna hang for 7 hours, you better get
someone at least gotta get her phone so she can at least watch TikTok while she's hanging there, right? Yeah,
something.
Somebody has a video of her hanging upside down.
It's gotta be. We gotta find a video of her hanging upside down.
So yeah.
Oh my God, 7 hours. I couldn't. I used to do that when I.
That's a Gen Z moment right there.
I used to do that thing that was that long table that flips you upside down so you can stretch
for your back
out.
Yeah.
Dude, I couldn't do it for more than a minute or two.
Oh, I can't go to the gym because I can't lift my shoulders up. I try to hang there.
Yeah.
Just to relieve I can't hang there more than 3 seconds because it hurts my shoulder.
Oh, I can't even. It wouldn't even do. I couldn't even get a second in. As soon as I put the pressure on it, I'm done. That's why I don't do any of that stuff. So but that's old age stuff. But
I know I'm picking on Gen Z, but
goddamn Gen Z.
Sometimes they're worth to be picked on.
Yeah.
So, damn Gen Z.
I've got to find these stories. Got to find this Campbell girl.
Yeah,
and find out what's
maybe next week we'll have a better news and maybe a picture of the Campbell. So
if I could figure out how to put it on there.
Oh crap! And what else? Oh, I see you had a bye. So
they play next week.
Next week, knowing them, hopefully it's a day game. It's not a fucking 8:30 at night game.
Yeah, I don't get that.
I didn't what the one thing I didn't like. I know we're running out of time, but the one thing I did not like is Travis Hunter going out and making himself known for that. What do they call it? Trying to promote him being the Heisman Trophy. He was on Game Day ESPN. I think he was on.
Well, did they announced the Heisman Trophy candidates?
Oh, they did?
And Shamar didn't make it.
Oh, I didn't know.
Travis Hunter did.
Oh, I didn't hear that. I heard
Alexa,
I saw the top 5, but
who was nominated for the Heisman Trophy this year?
This year's Heisman finalists were Alabama's Bryce Young, Michigan's Aiden Hutchinson, Pittsburgh's Kenny Pickett, and Ohio State's C.J. Stroud.
That was
Oh, that's not this year.
No,
Alexa, who is the Heisman Trophy candidates in
The winner
2024?
of the 2023 Heisman
No.
Trophy was LSU Tigers
We're
quarterback.
gonna, you know what? We're gonna have to fire her ass.
I know. She's not worth anything anymore.
I don't think they announced it yet.
I thought they were talking about it on the news the other day. On they
No, they've
announced-
been talking. They have like the top 5 who thinks they have it. They haven't announced who's going to do it, and they only bring 3 or 4 people.
Well, they were making a comment how Dion or Prime said that the only reason why Shador didn't get nominated is because of him. So when they interviewed
that's kind of weird to say, but okay.
But I mean, it's also to a point where they also make a point because they always give it to the best player on the team, and Shador's not the best player on the team. Travis Hunter is
Well, the only reason why Travis Hunter is the best player on the team is
because he plays both sides.
Because really, CU has outstanding receivers. If he didn't have, if he just focused on cornerback, we have outstanding receivers.
Yeah.
You know, but to go out and promote yourself is like he was never like that. He was so humble that he didn't do any of that stuff. Now he's out there promoting and
I didn't see any promotion.
Oh yeah, it was all over. He was on. He was sitting next to Saban at one point, and I think he was on NBC or CBS at one point, and so yeah.
No,
Yeah.
well, you know what? Let him do it.
Hey, if he gets it, more power to him. He deserves it.
I think he deserves it.
I think
you know.
Shador still.
Shador,
top
they
20,
said that they also
top
said
20.
No, they
maybe
said they
top
said
20.
Shador is going to be the first quarterback to go in the draft. It might not be number 1 because it probably
It might be,
Travis,
yeah.
but
He
they
might be-
said
the problem
this is the
he,
ESPN guy said that Shador would be the first quarterback to go in the
Yeah.
draft next year.
he'll probably go to like the Jets,
Well, who else are you going to go to?
the Giants.
I mean, you're going to go.
Who
You're
the-
going to go. You're going to go to the
Carolina.
last place team.
Carolina. Carolina's had what's his face from Price from
Bryce Young.
Alabama. Bryce Young from Alabama.
Bryce Young.
He hasn't done shit.
Yeah.
So who else is in
I mean,
last
you got
place?
Jet. I mean, you're going to go.
Jaguars. What's the Jaguars? Jaguars are. Yeah, I think I just named the top 5. So
I mean,
the Jets won. Jets won. So I think the Jets are like 3 and something.
I didn't even
The
watch.
Jets
the
won
game.
last weekend. Yeah. So
I mean, you got to you think Rodgers is last year? I mean, why? I mean, seriously. I mean, how,
some strange reason I thought he signed a 2-year contract. This was his 2nd year, but somehow they got him down for 1 more year. So he must have had an option 3rd year. But like Devontae Adams, why would you sign with him if he's not going to be here? Because why would you want to stay? Why would you want to stay with the Jets if that's the only reason why you're there is because your best friend's the quarterback? I would have went somewhere else where you're going to win a Super Bowl. Kansas City.
well, I think they brought
maybe,
him in because
you
they
know.
thought they're going to start winning. But I mean, I'll give him 1 more year. But I have a hard time thinking that Rodgers is going to be around for another year. I mean, he's
Yeah,
old.
well.
He's not as good as he used to be. The Achilles kind of, you can tell it's hurting him.
He's 40 years old. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Wow.
I mean, he does every year. He doesn't want to come to practice. He does his little dark therapy, and he's in Egypt climbing pyramids and doing whatever he does. I mean,
He's
it's
just
puts his hair in a ponytail and fucking, does what he does. I mean, he walks around, but
Yeah, he doesn't have
and
long
Devontae
hair.
Adams is still young enough to be on any team. I mean,
Yeah,
he's still one of the best receivers in the NFL.
Yeah, maybe they just picked him up for this year. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe they
So,
just want to start winning, but.
yeah.
Who knows? But I mean, I think it's time for Rodgers to go. But I mean, Shador. I mean, I think they're going to have certain teams. I think Prime wants to have him on a certain team.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's Prime. They've already said Prime's leaving. Rumors going Prime's leaving Colorado to go to go coach the Jets.
No, he even said that he's here forever. He's here for the.
How many
He said-
coaches have? How many college coaches have said that and then left?
Well, I
A
think
lot.
I think he'll be here after I think he'll have another 1 or 2 more years here after the
Well,
kids leave.
he better find a better quarterback than his son because they don't have anybody.
Oh, what
replace him.
about his other son, the safety, the cornerback?
I think he graduates this year too. He'll be in the NFL, but he's not going to be. He'll be the top, maybe 3rd round, 4th round. He's trying to. They got a guy that's going to. We had a guy that was a number 1 quarterback coming out of high school. He committed to us, and then he decommitted because he didn't know if Sanders was going to stay at CU. They got another guy that's a 5-star quarterback. I think is going to USC.
Yeah, and then he came out here and
And
visited.
then he might decommit, and I know Sanders trying to get him. So the one thing that Dion can't do, I mean, again, he's got great coaches behind him, but the one thing he'll do, he'll make you fucking money. I mean, they just showed the top college players, football players that are making money, and Sanders was not even in the top 5. Now he's number 1. He's making $6 million, number 1 college player in NAIL. Hunter's number 3. But it's like he went from
Well, even
$3 million.
Archie Manning was in the top 5, and he's not even a starting quarterback.
Yeah. But he's making $6 million. He's not even in the pro yet.
What's NIL mean?
I don't know. National
notoriety
of likeness or
something and likeness.
Yeah,
I can't remember what the I means.
National something. Ask
Alexa, what does NIL mean?
NIL is the acronym for nothing in particular, which can refer to someone who has no particular hobby or interest, or to an empty container,
Oh my God.
such as
There
a
you
tube or
go.
bottle with no contents.
What are we doing? You're getting last year's stats. You're saying all kinds of weird shit. I think you need to stop drinking, Alexa.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, I think you need to go.
All
back.
right.
I think you need to go back to marijuana and keep
Yeah, no
keep away
shit.
from the bottle. So
All
that'll
right.
be it. Like and subscribe. Peace out. Go Broncos.
Go Broncos. Don't stab yourself with the fucking screwdriver.
I don't know, man. It hurts. It hurts like a son of a bitch.
That little boo boo.
Oh, boo boo. I can't stretch it.
Ow.
It's this finger. It's
Yeah.
not even close. I mean, here's the vein right here. I mean, what the
Yeah.
hell?
Tend it. Probably tore it. Surgery.
Oh, God, I'm not doing surgery again. No, I'll wrap it up with ice. So, okay.
All right. See ya.
See ya.